Hello everyone, welcome to another Arknights video. Today I'm going to be briefly talking about Contingency Contract Operation Dawnseeker, which is the next CC coming up in Global. We got announced on Arknights' Twitter that it will be released sometime in late August. However, most people are speculating that most of the duration of the event will take place in the beginning of September, but who knows. Before we get into it, I want to say that all my CC7 runs are public on my YouTube channel, so if you guys want to see how I did, feel free to check them out. On screen right now is just my gameplay of my Risk 32 clear, and yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So for CC8, it is a very particular one. It is the 10th CC if you count beta and zero, and it's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And honestly, from looking at it and from listening to the soundtracks that come with it, I think this might unironically be one of my favorite CCs. I'm hoping it is my favorite CC because the OSTs in this contract are literally top tier. So I'm hoping that, looking at the maps and looking at the enemies from that map though, it might be one of the more difficult ones, I will say. Anyways, there's going to be, as usual, a new seasonal shop. There's going to be a asbestos skin, along with obviously a standard CC banner for your dormitory stuff as well. There's going to be a rerun for the cardigan skin if you didn't get it already, so if you want to get that one, now is the time to do so when CC8 comes out. And obviously some more materials are going to be added, obviously, since that's normal for every CC. And yeah, this is a speculation, but there is going to be a possible new annihilation in rotation right after South Prison, obviously, because since the month is going to restart, there's most likely going to be a new annihilation. It's not confirmed yet, but in CN they had it as soon as CC8 came out, so we'll see. We don't really know though. There's obviously guides already for the new annihilation if you guys want to find that, but yeah. This is going to be a little bit different because normally I go over all the risks for the permanent map, but I'm just going to show a screenshot of it in the background. This map in particular is a bit difficult because it has mechanics from the near light event, and it is very difficult because it is like CC7. It requires a lot of map knowledge, and you got to figure out where you got to put the lights, and if you aren't careful, the enemies in the stage actually are going to hurt you a lot. So that is why this map requires a lot of map knowledge and like a lot of preparation and practice. So usually no one is going to do it in one attempt unless they look up a guide or something like that. I am going to try to do a risk 18 before I do max risk, which is going to be risk 26 for week 1, and then on week 2 it is risk 33. I don't think I'm going to be able to do risk 33. I might be able to do risk 30. So I'm hoping I can do what I did in CC6 where I can do at least risk 30, but I'm hoping for max risk in week 1. Week 1 max risk isn't as bad, but it will take a bit of timing because I do think that the strat that I'm going with, I will show my team comp on stream. I do think I've seen this on YouTube, and I think it could be nailed really easily. However, I don't have Chen. And as you can see, I substituted that with Scotty, and I know you're all thinking, oh my gosh, Scotty? How does that work? Scotty got her module, which basically gives her a second life and more attack speed. And while that does seem pretty bad on this map, especially because there are going to be risks that lower max HP, and also, like, she doesn't really tank that well when she has that lower health. I think that the sweep damage is still really good. Her S2 is obviously strong. I was going to try her S3 because she tanks a lot, but then again, I don't know the risks that are going into CC8. I will take a quick brief look on it. I will also provide a link in the description if you guys want to figure out what all the risks are and what you want to do for risk 18 clear. Because I know some people are still on the fence on whether or not they want to do high risk CC, and they just want to go for the risk 18, which is the bare minimum for this stage, and also to get the trim medal for week 1. But yeah, I think that this perma map is going to be one of the harder ones. Like I said earlier, let me just go over the daily maps that are going to be in this CC. They removed Lockdown Prison, which I'm very happy about, but they also removed Windswept Highland, which I would say I'm pretty disappointed in because, like, I liked that map, but it had a very bad ending. Like in CC7, it had the worst ending. Like the Risk weren't even trying at that point. Like it felt like a Risk 0 when I played it in CC7 the last time. There is a new daily map though. I don't know what the map is called, but it's translated in Game Press. It's called Dawnseeker Ruins, and these have the mechanics from the Walk in the Dust event, which is the enemies that call in drones, either healing drones or the AoE drones that deal AoE physical damage. For Dawnseeker Ruins, we'll get it on day 1 and 2, which is the first 2 days of CC, along with the last day, which is day 14. There will also be introduced with the final Abandoned Mine daily map, which is going to be only on day 3. Halloween Desert, which is the CC6 Perma Map, which is going to be held on day 4 and day 9 of CC8. Blazing Cavern, which is the most recent one from CC7, for day 5 and 11. Arena 8, which is the CC5 Permanent Map, which will be held on day 6 and day 13. Abandoned Plot, which is the 3rd edition of the drone map, which is going to be held on day 7 and day 12. And Foothill Huichi, which is the CC7 Perma Map. I really hope I didn't butcher that name, by the way, which is going to be held on day 8 and day 10, both on week 2. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for the CC. I think what I'm least excited about is the new daily map. The new daily map seems really annoying because the drones do so much damage. I'm not even joking you when I say that. The drones do so much damage. The enemies in the stage, yeah, they are a bit difficult because some of them call the healer drones in like there's such a weird time, and I'm pretty sure when the Risk increased the healing drone abilities, so that might be really bad. Basically, you're fighting silence, and that's not good because I don't like silence. But yeah, my CC8 goal is once again every single daily map to max Risk. That has always been my goal ever since CC3, and after finally doing it in CC5, I was able to do it in CC6 and 7. CC5 was probably my favorite. To max Risk every daily map on. CC6 was my worst favorite. It was my least favorite, and CC7 was just meh in my opinion. There were just some that were just absolutely horrendous, like the Abandoned Plot one. I feel like this one, I'm hoping it's second best. I don't think it's gonna be the best because obviously Abandoned Plot's one of my least favorite daily maps now. It was introduced in CC6, it was terrible. And then Abandoned Mine's gonna only have 1. I'm hoping that's gone because I didn't like Abandoned Mine in CC6. Arena 8, while it is difficult, I do find it a bit fun because I do like I don't know why. I love Arena 8 for some reason. That's like one of my favorite daily maps. It's like up there with Pirate Gorge when it was out as a daily map. As for the other daily maps, I'm pretty excited for the CC7 Perma Map to be a daily map. Blazing Cavern is a fine daily map. Howling Desert is a mad daily map. I think it was actually pretty difficult in CC7, but I actually enjoyed it for the time being. Even though, yeah, it was pretty difficult. But yeah, that is my goal for the daily map. For the permanent map, I think day 1 I'm gonna take it slow. For day 1, I'm gonna try to get Risk 18, Risk 20 if I can. Get used to the Risk, I think. But once it hits day 2 or like the end of day 1, I think I will go for Risk 26. Actually, I don't even think I can go for Risk 26 day 1, but we'll see. I think if I can though, that is my goal for week 1. Risk 26 is the max for week 1, and then for week 2, I think my bare minimum is at least to get Risk 30. That is a high bar that I give myself though, but I want to push myself to these limits for CC. My minimum goal is 30. My max goal is max Risk, which is 33. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you are pushing for max Risk or high Risk for CC8, I wish you all best of luck. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video, and good luck everyone with CC8 and or with Golden Glow. It was very difficult. I almost didn't qualify for this one. It took me a lot of attempts just to get through with it. Very first person to submit a run and resubmit a run. No joke, I was the first person to do that. If this was the final door, I would have won the $100.
A bit more, as mentioned earlier, Darian was the first person to complete it out of everybody. So Darian was in door 2. big congratulations to you on being the fastest out of everybody. So one other fun fact to note is that Darian actually submitted a little bit earlier at first, but unfortunately due to a complication with masteries, he did have to resubmit it.
That's crazy. The fact that he was first in door 2 and he had to redo it, that's insane.